I spilled water on my keyboard, specifically the tab button and the squiggly lines by the one. And I thought that a good choice to do would be to put it next to the heater to dry off the
Oh, you
keys.
silly goose.
And it started to melt those keys clean off. So I saved it, but now it looks cheap and it wasn't. So I'm very upset. Like it's so handy and it's a great keyboard and it's ergonomic, but I now have to like, if I want to use like an exclamation mark, I have to use the exclamation mark on my laptop.
So you're using both keyboards.
Yeah. And also the fact that it's 2021, I have to write one so much during the day and I have to write that on my laptop.
Wow.
I know. It's so upsetting.
We're back. We're re-recording.
We are back.
Again.
Did you record that? You did?
I did. I
Oh,
got
lovely.
that. Yeah, a little intro for the peeps to listen to you
Nice.
complaining. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really complaining. It was actually just making myself look bad. So
Yeah.
Win-win.
So basically what happened was last week, apologies. Last week was a terrible week for us both personally, so we didn't podcast. And then this week we did jump in and Thursday, was it? We jumped in the studio?
I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Zoom doesn't like us, so we had to re-record. And here we are.
Yeah, it was very upsetting hearing that we couldn't use any of those bits. But look, we'll just be like, new information. Yeah, I have your flowers alongside me as well because Shan and Jay sent me lovely flowers last week when we were going through an absolute horrendous week. But we both seem to be on a good flow this week. Yeah.
Moving upwards.
Exactly.
Upwards.
Yeah.
You're at home. I'm holding the mic. It's like you're holding the mic.
Yeah.
It's like outside news broadcasts.
I know, but I would if I had to hold this for because the stand on this is quite heavy as well, so it just looks crazy. But anyway, it's not really a subtle microphone, but it's grand. No.
I'm going to invest in like an arm, I think, in the whole setup here.
I think I will. I have an arm in my office, but I moved inside this morning because it is very stormy and
so, what's happening there? Is there a heater in there for you or what?
There is a fireplace.
In where you're based? No, in your office.
Oh, there's a heater there and it's normally fine, but this week is like extremely Baltic. Cold. So I was like, even though I did work from there and I did my workshops from there this week, I still am like, I chose comfort this morning.
Did you get hit with the snow?
No. Did you?
Yeah, we got some. We got a good bit actually, Middleton, but nothing stuck.
Last night?
Oh, no, I mean during the week, like.
Oh, during the week we did. Sorry, we got a good bit of snow, but nothing like up the country. It's blanketing.
Yeah, no, we didn't get that.
Our snow day was Tuesday or Wednesday, and that was it.
I'm okay with that too, to be honest.
Oh,
snow can be a pain in the balls.
It can.
Whoops.
Well, I don't know that feeling, but I get the metaphor.
Yeah, I hear that. Let's jump into headlines.
Yes. Okay. So let's pretend like this is new information for us and we haven't discussed these already.
I look forward to these.
But I'm going to start with our favorite platform, which is a tick to the talk.
Tick a talk.
Tick a talk. So they're really, really working on e-commerce tools right now, right? So you know the way they had like a link with Shopify, and they're trying to like expand on that now and try to make like content creators content shoppable, and then potentially allow brands to add like links and stuff like that so that it's like more shoppable. But because lives have become so popular on TikTok now, bar the ones obviously that you hate, where people are just live for absolutely no reason, but they want to make them shoppable too. So like obviously like things like the fashion world and stuff has gone mad on TikTok, and sure all the outfit transitions are basically like 80% of TikTok, so it's only natural that they try to move it into more of an e-commerce space. So they're working on that ATM. And I don't know if you've noticed that in some people's bios, they can link, they can have a linkable Q&A. So if you tap on like the red, you know, if they're like collecting donations or whatever, then it's like a red link. So some content creators are like, oh, I'll put a Q&A on my bio, and then I'll either answer it in a TikTok video or a live. So it's like but you can publicly see everybody else's questions when you tap on it. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I saw as well they've removed the link in bio for a lot of people. Only a certain amount of people can do link in bio. I could at the start. Now it's gone for me.
Oh,
Did you see that?
even on a business account.
Yes, from what I can see.
Oh, because I thought that it was G. I think it's personal accounts you can't, but I thought that you still.
I thought it's big numbers. I think I'm on a business account, I think, and I think we're a business
Oh,
account.
sorry, as in the actual app link in bio.
Yes, excuse me. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, like the
Yeah, yeah.
link trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And
gone.
they're also starting to ban and remove accounts from people who are linking to their OnlyFans.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of angry OnlyFans content
Yeah, I
creators.
can see why it's kind of shit, like, but if they're being
I
too saucy, I guess I understand if they're messing with the guidelines, like,
But you know what it is, Jay? It's the fact that there's a lot of people pushing that kind of content and there's a younger market on
yeah,
TikTok and
yeah,
it's just inappropriate. So
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
it's fair enough.
Um, but what else was I going to say? Total sideline, but still related to TikTok. Have you seen the poor girl who put Gorilla Glue in her hair?
No,
Oh man.
gone viral.
Yeah, but like it's so weird because TikTok and social media can be just a very strange and dark place because this poor woman, right? Now, look, she put Gorilla Glue in her hair. Gorilla Glue is like the superest of glues, as in like people use it for putting a chair together. Like
Yeah.
it's quite strong. So she put up a video and she was like, look, she didn't have many followers, but she was like, if I take this to TikTok. So what she had done was like she's dark skinned, so her hair is like a certain texture,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very into like styling their hair and like having it pretty like pristine and perfect. So she had like this long ponytail and she had like the other part of her hair that she wanted to be flattened down. She normally uses this like this really strong hairspray, but instead she used Gorilla Glue. And she was like, I've had this on my hair with a month. She was like,
Oh,
it is not coming
she
off.
had to shave her head, would she?
No, because it was like in like it was like
On
it
the
was
scalp.
literally, yeah, so it had like made, it's basically like she turned her scalp hair into like a helmet, and everybody like her, so her video went viral overnight. But there was just a lot of like I do feel for her because I've made like we've all done something stupid and then gone, oh, oops, but then it's like something that that you're
Mm.
like, oh, I shouldn't have like put my hand on that hot thing or electrocuted myself this way.
Yeah,
Whereas like this poor girl was like, this is something more permanent that happened to her, but the whole internet just like it blew up, it went viral overnight, and everyone was just kind of berating her and like treating her horrendously. But so she had gotten all this advice and she couldn't get it out, and then she basically like recently she eventually got free surgery because she went so viral. TV shows wanted to talk to her and interview her, and they were like, you're after growing like to like 1 million and something followers, like. And she was like, I don't care. She's like, I don't. She's like, what happened to me? I'm so embarrassed. I went viral. I went to the internet to get information because I
mm-hmm.
needed somebody to help me. Instead, it went viral for all the wrong reasons. And she was like, I'm afraid to post now on my channel in case people think I did it for clout.
Yeah, she's a glue girl, like,
Well, yeah, but they think that did she, because I suppose she equally doesn't want to set an example that if you do something stupid and
you get
people,
famous. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So she was like, I didn't do it for that because she has something like 1.3 or 1.4 million people now on TikTok. And she's literally like, I'm afraid to post anything on my Instagram or my TikTok because I don't want people thinking I did that
Yeah.
for TikTok fame or
And that's
whatever.
understandable as well. But this the first thing that came to my mind was, oh, she did that for TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
it just why would you put super glue on your hair? I
I
understand
know.
it's,
But like
but look,
honestly, do you know what? It's that thing where you're heading out, right? And you're kind of just you might be rushing and you're like, I need something to flatten this. And in that instance, you're like, I'm going to, it's like people who might put shoe polish in their hair because they're like, I don't have time to use that Rogaine or Regain or whatever that shite is.
yeah,
And they'll be like, I'll just throw a
yeah,
little bit of shoe polish in the center of my head where I have that bald patch. And, you know, and then you just maybe it rains and it runs down your face and you're like, oh, that was a stupid thing that I did.
yeah.
But it's like people just do stuff. So I don't blame her whatsoever because I am that person. who I wouldn't put Gorilla Glue in my hair, but I would do something stupid and then be like, oh, that wasn't meant to do it, but I did in the heat of the moment or I was in a rush. So, but Gorilla Glue had to come out with a statement to basically be like, please don't put this in your hair.
Come
So,
here.
yeah.
They must be delighted with that advertising. Like,
unbelievable, like
delighted with that advertising.
sideline, unbelievable advertising for Gorilla Glue because that was not coming out of her hair. They eventually, like, there was this amazing doctor who used like his chemistry background to get rid of the glue.
Yeah.
So she has it out now, thank God. But like everyone was invested, including myself. I was
And
like,
was
how
it
is she
surgically
getting on?
removed or what was it?
It was, I think it was like, I don't know, was she in, it looked like it was a surgery room. Like it was on Twitter, like the updates, but it was like done by a proper doctor and everything, like. But he used science. You can't beat science.
No, you can't beat the science.
No. So anyway, that's the TikTok update.
Yeah, someone's like, what are we listening to?
But look at, like, I don't want to like condone that behavior, but like if you look it up, you know, she is genuinely in a panic, but it's just the way that it went viral. And then the fact that like all of these like Entertainment Tonight and all those were like, you know, oh, can we talk to you? And like she just became this kind of viral, weirdly, and like infamous person. And she was like, I don't want this. Like she's literally like, I don't want this. So
yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because like,
yeah, there's good and bad to going viral.
Yeah, it throws back to the old those memes. Remember how like there was people who featured in memes like scary girlfriend, that kind of the one just staring at like how a meme ruined my life, you know, and they never ever thought it was just stock footage of them or something, or
yeah, definitely. So then in terms of Instagram, we were I mean the news is
we haven't talked about this.
Yeah, so in terms of their interface, they're really trying to like keep that vertical swipe like they have for Reels. So they are going to be testing stories, swipeable up, like vertical swipe stories as opposed to side swipe stories. I mean, it's not a massive change, but it could change how the feed might look. So
yeah, I think I'm okay with it. Are you? I don't mind. Like I've gotten so used to TikTok. It's amazing how these companies have to pivot around each other, isn't it?
Yeah, but my thing is, if they're vertically swipeable, then what happens to swipe ups? Like what happens to people who have like a swipe up in their story?
Yeah,
so I don't know. Yeah,
it's confusing. It's just
isn't
it was just like, I'm okay with the way it is. There's no need to change it.
Me too, but I don't know. So Instagram have some reason where they're just like, okay, now that you're used to our new aesthetic, here's something else, and it's just, I don't know. It's very annoying.
It's just, I said to you, there must be some research showing or some number showing that people want to do this more than that, as in swipe up instead of swipe across. There must be some, that they aren't just doing this off a whim, like, you know.
True that. And in some accounts, I actually noticed this week that a lot of people are using animated text in their stories.
Yeah.
But it's like I did that in August.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's so weird, and like it's literally everywhere, and people are like, oh, I love this new feature, and I'm like,
where the writing's kind of stretched out and coming back and stuff. That one,
yeah, so each font has a different animation, but it must just be that most accounts didn't have it.
I think it's because we're so VIP in the marketing world that, you know, that the boys at Instagram were like, hey lads, please do this for us. And I was like, of course.
Yeah, it's a weird one. But when I recorded that video about that update back in August, it was around the same time as the React and Duet feature was enabled on my account for 24 hours. And then it was gone. And I was like, yeah, but I had receipts, and I was like, yes. So I'm wondering, because they came out at the same time in certain accounts. Yeah. I'm wondering, are they going to bring them back and like allow you to duet and react to Reels, using Reels or stories?
Yeah. I think they're just battling for space here, aren't they, TikTok? Because I do think I'd love to see their user numbers and the daily hours people like.
You see, yeah, people go on Instagram for a very different reason to TikTok. And I don't think that Instagram can compete with this entertainment value that TikTok brings, because Instagram is too much attached to like reality.
Yeah. E-commerce, different brands, all this kind of stuff, where TikTok is just general soaps, like obviously the celebrity stuff, but like it's me and you or two everyone running down the street doing something silly, and it's just fun and it's entertaining and
exactly.
There's the dark side as well. of TikTok, where you have those stupid gurus saying, "Oh, mental health and this and this," and it's like,
I know.
lads, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like
I
a
know.
lot, as well as what did I see some last night? Was some person going, "Oh, my husband did a course, and within 3 weeks he had done this much in sales and this kind of stuff," and I was like, "What is this course?" So I clicked on it, and it was that person's course. Do you know what I mean? It was their
Okay.
course, and I was like, "Of course, it's their course. Like it's just."
I know. I know. And I totally, but it's like the TikTok platform is kind of an anyone's platform.
Yeah,
Like it's an anything goes situation. But yeah, I just think people go on, like the reason it is so popular is because it is an escape. And like I go on TikTok and I only look at my For You page and I don't go into the following list because sometimes the people who you're following show up in your For You page,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I
So
never look at my following ever.
no, I
I
just
always go
live,
for you.
yeah, live in the For You page. So, but then I never really look at Instagram Explore.
Never.
Mm,
Like never ever use it as a tool. Now and
mm.
then I've gone to type something in. I've seen you and I've screenshotted your face and
Yeah,
said,
I
"Hey,
know
look,
what
I'm
I'm
in
guessing.
Explore." Like, yes, I'm in Explore. But I'm always surprised when I see, like, if I do a post or something that in the analytics it's 19 people have come from Explore. I'm like, why
Mm,
was that? Why was that picked up? Do you know what I mean? Like it was.
yeah, yeah.
I never use Explore. Never use hashtags. But they say it's the thing to do. So
Yeah, well, I have, like, I think, like, I've literally seen accounts where they haven't used anything and they've ended up in the Explore page. And then some that have used loads of hashtags and have ended up there. So it's kind of like there's not really a system to it. I
yeah,
think it's just to do with timing your audience and like there's I don't think there is an actual system for it
yeah.
because I've been trying to figure that out and it just seems that it's like if you make it, you make it.
I was telling you about that hack. I'll tell the guys again. I
Oh
don't know if
yeah.
it's true. I saw it. It might work. It might not work.
Mm.
Where it was actually on an Instagram reel. It wasn't on TikTok. Where
Yeah.
if you do put a post out, if you can exit the app, swipe up the app, or exit the app
Mm.
completely, Instagram, the algorithm's going to see that you've left the app and actually left entirely, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to push to more people. It's the algorithm's going to pick up and push to more people, so the post gets more likes and comments. So it
Mm.
sees that you're getting likes and comments, and you're like, oh, and you go back into Instagram because obviously it doesn't want you to leave the app at all.
Yeah.
So it's cheeky,
Actually,
but
yeah, weirdly since you said that, I've seen a couple of accounts like talk about that.
yeah.
Actually interestingly in the Explore page.
God damn it.
I've seen a couple of accounts being like, we've tested this, and then they have like a swipe of just some of the posts that they've tested with, and then the difference. Now they have used likes as the metric, and I'm like, ugh,
I know.
ugh.
I know.
But yeah, so it is an interesting one to test. But one thing actually that Instagram are trying to roll out as well is not being able to share your post in your story so that you're not double posting content on story and on feed.
I hate that.
So me too. And I don't like I think there is a different type of person who watches stories than watches feed.
100%.
Hmm.
100%. And as we said, that's a gateway to my post. It's a way to
Yeah.
promote that post to you if you're not a feed watcher, or if because
Mm.
again the algorithm is so messed up that you
Yeah.
mightn't see my feed post anyway, plain and
Yeah.
simple. And my
100%. Yeah.
story is the way to push to that.
Yeah, and it gives it a bit more context and it's just an extra way of like of I don't know getting traction on it, but it's just yeah, I think it's because they're like no, we don't want to double show content or whatever because the users want to see it twice.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I think people are kind of used to seeing that, but sure look, but I think that like the whole closing of the app, like I don't know will that work for people who share their post of their story and give context because it's already live, do you know?
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth testing. Like definitely worth testing to
Yeah. I
see.
don't like it though. I do not like it, Instagram.
No, they're just keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
Just I suppose a heads up to anybody using Facebook Business Suite. I know you're not a fan, Jay, because it's quite glitchy and you're not going to like this.
It started working for me a small bit. And I was like,
Okay,
oh, I like
because
this.
in Creator Studio, I was scheduling an IGTV there during the week. And there was a big notification on it that said anybody who has content scheduled through Business Suite will not post. And it was basically like anything posted from Business Suite in real time will, but it's basically saying that there was a glitch and an issue with Business Suite. So imagine if somebody used Business Suite to schedule their post for
Month.
like,
Three companies, 60 fucking posts.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I left it all. I've gone back to Hootsuite.
Yeah.
I use Hootsuite. It's the safest thing. It's working. It was
Yeah.
too, it's just too unreliable.
Yeah.
That thing broke my heart when people took over my social medias. It broke my heart
I
because
know.
I couldn't post. Firstly, it wouldn't let me post videos. Secondly, I couldn't get in. It wasn't talking to Facebook, so it would post on Instagram, but it wouldn't talk. It wouldn't post on Facebook. It was just.
Yeah.
I've a number of clients now, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm literally Hootsuite, content's done, and then gone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. It's not worth it. It's not
No,
worth the
Hootsuite,
stress
hit
of
us
it.
up. Affiliate link. Just saying.
Hit us up. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, and then I had I we were talking about the fact that Twitter were saying that they had a really good revenue in Q4 and they had really good numbers in Q4.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
You're
well,
like,
yeah.
obviously.
I was like, well, I mean, it was the election. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm less ranty about that today, but I was just like, well, kind of obviously you would have a great quarter because they were the elections and everyone was on Twitter. But anyway.
Tell me something and tell me no more.
Yeah.
What's your room 101?
Oh my God, what was my room 101?
I think I have it for both of us this week.
Okay.
Zoom. Laura, room 101.
Oh, I don't remember my room 101. I didn't write it down.
Didn't you?
No.
Did you have one?
I did. I actually did, and now I can't remember it, and now it's annoying me.
I can always go back. Do you want me to go back?
No.
I'm trying to find out the actual. Do you know how they kind of give a rough figure on the marketing value of a campaign? I'm trying to go back and see how much that Weetabix campaign was worth.
Oh yeah.
Weetabix. So, like we talked about this, but again, if you haven't seen it on Twitter, just that's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
Weetabix put out a tweet that went just unbelievably viral. That they had toasted their Weetabix, put butter on it, and then baked beans. Now I've heard people do taste tests and say it's actually lovely. It actually really, really works. And then I've heard it's awful. Don't do it.
I would try it. I'm
I would
very
definitely try it.
like if you saw some of the food combinations I have, you'd be like, yuck, but it works.
Give us a crazy one.
Okay, so I usually get in my hot chicken roll a blast of egg mayonnaise and sweet chili sauce and lettuce.
That's okay.
And hot chicken.
Yeah, that's okay. What did I have in my roll?
It looks terrible, but it tastes amazing.
It does, yeah. Well, see, I'm on that. I'm on the whole diet thing, so I'm trying to stick to turkey and stuff. So turkey, sweet corn, boiled egg, and a tiny bit of cheese, and I grill it.
Oh yeah, that's grand.
That's fine.
But the other day I had like pickled onions, eggs, a tiny bit of rice, a little bit of tomato soup as the sauce mixed with hot sauce, and asparagus and chicken and some gherkins and some lettuce and a little bit of hummus in one bowl.
Oh, I was going to say, what the hell was that?
It was like a tiny, but it's like small portions of everything. And you mix them all in a bowl. You give it a shake.
Oh, you mixed it all up in one go, like.
Oh yeah.
You like.
Oh, but I usually eat like I usually chop up all my food even for my dinner and mix it all in one place and then have it like eat it with one utensil.
like I do for my son, is that he did a year ago when he was 2.
I have been compared to a small child most of the time when I have my food.
Tell me something and tell me no more in the scenario of, is this the worst meal of all time? Because people have said yes to me and no to me. It was my student meal. It was my go-to student meal.
Hit me.
So tortilla wrap, chicken noodles, like horse chicken noodles, and chicken dippers in a wrap.
I would eat that.
So good. And people were like, that's disgusting. I was like, why is it disgusting?
No, that sounds like I mean, it's like literally like, hello, can I have a heart attack?
Salt.
Yeah, but like if you were like that's perfect before you go out, and it's also perfect for a hangover.
Yeah, student meal. I was like, give me 4. I'll take 4.
Win-win. Love it.
Yeah, so Weetabix did this tweet. Basically the world and its mother, every major company that I can see has jumped on it, from the NHS to Ford to who else was there? KFC. You had Tinder, you had Lidl, like Skyscanner, Kellogg's, Sky TV, like they all literally, Google jumped on it, like just insane. Like, and I'd love to know the actual value of the campaign.
The marketing manager for or the campaign manager for Weetabix did a LinkedIn post about it though.
What did they?
But I think it was while it was still running. I don't know, did
Okay.
they give actual figures, but I feel like they did give a number.
Yeah.
But either
They're
way, I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
yeah, it was an agency that did it. So it'd be interesting to see
Mm.
who they are. I'll look more into it off air and come back. Da, da, da.
Zoom. Zoom.
We had So Galway was our little pro bono, was it?
Yes, and let's go back to So Galway because Ollie is a lovely guy and he listens to our podcast. He's kind of an OG, isn't he?
He is an OG, to be fair to him. He's always been sharing.
Yeah.
He's always commenting. Ali, we love you, kid.
Yeah, he's a good hype man, to be fair. So let's dive.
I heard this term. And I've never heard it before, and I've heard about 6 times this week. He's a decent skin. Have you heard that? It's kind of creepy, isn't it?
Where did you hear that?
A few people. So, like, if it was a nice person, a good guy. Oh, geez, he's a decent skin. He is, yeah.
Is it like were you talking to like 94-year-old men?
How Jesus Christ out the back? Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
It kind of bled into a conversation. I was like, what the hell was that? Like,
I don't think I would. I don't like that.
yeah. Go out the back there now, we go decent skin. And I was like, what?
That is so
No,
weird.
Harry, and I can pull that accent up whenever I need to.
Yeah, so is Galway. So is Ollie.
Is he? I thought he was from
Yeah.
Galway.
No, he's living in Galway, but he's a Killy man.
Come here.
Mhm.
Class. Ali, where you from, kid?
Nope.
Do you want to go first? Should I go first?
I know you went first last time, so let's let you go first.
Yeah, again, it was I love the feed. I love the personality coming across. I love it really gets you across, I think, as a person. But it was just I wanted to be brighter, I want to be louder in that kind of sense. I want people to come to this channel and know who you are from the feed and by the colors. Like, from what I can see is you work with a lot of colors. You're extremely creative. So I want that to slap someone in the face when they come and go, oh, this is absolutely class, and just be eye-catching. You have all the covers, the Instagram covers and stuff. So I think, like, as I said, from the highlight reel cover or from the highlight covers, I was like, use that color palette that you have there and just use that throughout the feed. And I do really think that would really help aesthetically. But other than that, like, you have product shots, you have who you are, you're doing your reels, you're killing it that way. I just think a tiny bit more color to really make it punchy and stand out a lot more. Like, literally bring your personality and slap it onto the feed was my opinion last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think like because I also know Ollie, I know that he puts a lot of effort into his social media because he understands it and he likes it. I do think your support small business because every month he does like a shout out to support small business on his I think he does like a live or an IGTV on it.
Okay, nice.
But I think that like going through your feed, I think people aren't really posting too much in like tri-sets anymore, you know, where it's like all branded across the one kind of in the
Yeah.
set of three. But I think that even just thinking about your feed of like, because you have more than just face masks or face coverings, and I know we did talk about this the last time about getting shopping on the account, but unfortunately Instagram, when it comes to face masks or face coverings or anything to do with like COVID, they're very, very strict about it. So they've rejected a lot of people who are like selling these kind of things, and not allowing them to have a shopping account. Same goes for people selling like hand sanitizer or anything that like has a weird name. So that's just, yeah. So he's been working trying to get shopping going, but it's just unfortunate that anyway. But he does things like scrunchies and tote bags and like kind of more like, you know, my canvas that I have my logo on in my office, he painted that.
All right.
Yeah. So he does a lot of like different things, but I just think even if you're like maybe every third or fourth post I'm going to like feature a scrunchie, and the pattern of the background is going to be a pattern of the scrunchie, so that like, because there's so many different patterns going on, and even of the face coverings, that like they could also be used as the background or like a featured color, as well as obviously like your highlight cover colors. I definitely think with the reels and the IGTVs, you could create a custom cover for them in Canva, so that if I'm going through your feed, that I can kind of explore it a bit and I can see that, oh, this is a reel, like there might be a cover on it. Oh, this is an IGTV and it says support small business. Like that's kind of like your series content, so that there's a little bit more of a theme going through his page. And also the packaging, like people showing packaging videos, where like people show overhead when they're like supporting a small business, and then they see the owner like packing up the order and writing the little note, and like it's just a really nice thing to see. So that as well. But all in all, really good. And I see on his last post he has like something big is happening at So Galway, but Galway is like starting to get scratched out, and he says watch this space. Absolutely love the whole building of the tension there.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
Potential change in the name coming potentially.
Very interesting thing as well. I'm just on his TikTok here as well, and
Yeah.
I can see through his reels he's actually creating on Instagram the reels, which is great, but he's applying the reels to TikTok. So there's no TikTok logos on his Instagram, if that makes sense. He's using the video he made in reels. So he's completely against the grain with that, which is great. Because there's nothing picking that up. There's no way for TikTok to affect his algorithm search and this kind of stuff, because there's no logos of Instagram. Whereas we were saying that Instagram are starting to lock down on people who share TikTok videos across their reels.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of restrict the reach of them, so they say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that they're probably not going to really escape that. But yeah, I think, look, anything that is built and edited and shot natively in any app will perform better within the app. But look, but anyway, Ali, you're doing a great job. I think it's literally just finding your flow.
And I think it's literally just flicking the switch, as in he's extremely creative, but it's just becoming extremely digitally creative with his kind of, as you said, the backgrounds, the canvas, this kind of stuff. Like use Canva to remove the background, and this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hit my mic, that go weird.
But he's quite good at supporting other people and like giving them a shout out and stuff too. So yeah,
that will all come back, man. Good karma.
Definitely.
That will all come back.
Definitely.
Who are we doing now? Follow the week.
Oh my God, yeah. And we can talk about your news, because my follow the week is your new business, or your return of the Mac.
Return of the Hook. Return of this. So is that our follow the week? Is it the Hook truck?
That was mine, yeah.
Okay. So the Hook truck is, it's kind of, so as some of you may know, I had a donut shop a few years back.
It's not like you've mentioned it in every single podcast.
It's the reason I'm literally on this fucking podcast. It's the only reason I'm goddamn here. But anyway, look, a great opportunity came up with two new business partners that I couldn't turn down, and it was a coffee truck, and we thought there's so many happening. There's so many coffee trucks popping up, and we were sitting down in a meeting, and one of them said, "Why don't we bring back huckleberries? It will cut through the noise, and it would be a good announcement." So I thought, I don't know. I'm kind of hemming and hawing, and literally, maybe within 7 hours, it came on my feed that there was this donut truck for sale in Limerick, and it had everything we needed. So I was like, look, this is a fucking, like, no, this I wasn't searching for it. This just came onto my feed. Obviously someone's listening and putting that stuff out there, but
it was meant to be.
So I put it out. We agreed on it. Within 15 hours of saying it, we had a deposit down on the truck, and within 16 hours the truck was bought. So yeah, we announced, and the kickback has been amazing. It just overwhelming. People saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" The amount of DMs, people saying, "Oh, we're so happy. We used to eat you every weekend." That sounded bad, but we used to eat your donuts every weekend.
Yeah, because I missed the whole Huckleberries. Like, what years was Huckleberries around?
17, 18.
Yeah, so like I wasn't around during the whole thing, so I'm like buzzing, because I can't wait to see it and have a donut and 500 more.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. I literally have it. My wife is killing me. I have a donut machine sitting on our kitchen table, and I'm taste testing every second, third night. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
My diet doesn't help. My body's like, screw you, buddy. But no, thank you for that. Follow the week at the Hook truck.
No, it looks really good. And you're going to have coffee and donuts, aren't you?
Coffee and donuts, yeah. So our tagline is great donuts with damn good coffee.
Love
Always
it.
has
And
been.
can you tell us what coffee you have?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Oh, this could be an interesting one for you because the partners are discussing this and we're like, will we, won't we, kind of thing. So
Mm,
obviously it was very tongue in cheek and very raunchy. The my brand was very cheeky, very, very cheeky. It's like
yeah.
two of our main biggest sellers were called the bitch and the bastard.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you're saying
So
that, yeah.
the business partners are, and it's completely fair. Like, do we tame that down a bit? I've had people say, "Is the bastard coming back? Are you doing the bastard?" So like,
Mm,
it's become a thing where like, can we change the name to the Rogue? I was like, that sounds terrible, and it kind of defeats the purpose. Then we're talking about what we call it, the Huckleberry, the I'm your Huckleberry daughter. So it's an interesting scenario that do we dumb it down? Not dumb it
mm,
down, but like, yes, we used to get complaints by parents because of,
mm.
mommy, what's a bitch, mommy, what's a bastard. Like it's very obvious. Like,
Yeah.
but um, yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to see your opinion on it.
Like I quite like tongue in cheek, but I think you can be tongue in cheek without swearing.
Mm,
Like for example, the guys that I absolutely adore, Suds Johnson,
yeah.
their products. Like I'm a massive fan of them. And he like his is like fresh as fuck, but it's PHUCK.
Mm,
And he has like his tagline is a clean arse is a happy arse. And like, minty crack and all this stuff. And like
yeah.
he sells soaps, if
Yeah.
anyone's wondering what the hell
Yeah.
I'm talking about. But it's that kind of tongue in cheek and like Irish humor that I kind of think attracted me to the brand too.
Hmm.
So it like obviously when you're using swear words, and like I would say that they're very tame swear words, the
Yeah.
bitch and the bastard. um I think you could use stars for the I and the A instead and
Yeah.
keep their names and just maybe like soften them
Y-
that way.
Exactly. With that cheekiness, we're like we're calling it hooks, obviously. So like huck,
Yeah.
yeah, let's get hooked up.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff. We're kind of on the line with that kind of stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
there, and it's fair. Like it's a fair point. They have families. I've had complaints before about it, but
Yeah.
it seemed to be majority of people loved the names more than complained about the names.
Yeah.
But
But your target demographic is young people.
yeah,
And I think that you shouldn't soften your brand too much. Like
yeah,
maybe add an asterisk if it's on a sign.
yeah,
But I think like you could be kind of quirky about it and have like the bitch as the name, and then you could be like, if ordering, an alternative word is female
yeah.
dog.
Then another thing was we discussed the idea of having the bastard as a secret item on the menu. That it's not on the menu, but you're
Oh man.
bastard.
Oh my god, a secret. That's what place is I in where they had secret burgers?
Oh, like Wendy's or something had like a peanut butter. In and Out had a peanut butter
In and
burger.
Out, I
Yeah,
think it was, yeah, because I remember in Toronto we went somewhere. I think it was either In and Out or it was Five Guys. And yeah, it was like a secret. There
yeah.
was like three or four secret burgers, and they
It
were
could be an
like,
idea.
oh,
Yeah, like, so that
yeah,
could be another idea we go with. That it's an off menu scenario.
it's for the
You know,
OGs, like.
the OGs. Yeah, yeah. We could call
Hmm.
it the OG as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
As a
it's true.
code word, like again, it's interesting. It's all
Yeah.
fun and all games. I
Hmm.
have to go up to Musgraves. Love.
Yes. Go have fun, be free.
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Thanks,
The
everyone.
amount of people drop off at that. When I say the amount of people drop off and stop listening, guys, thanks so much. They just, boop, just drop off immediately. But do subscribe, like, review, share, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you
Yes.
listening. I hope this sound works. Muriel Foley.
I feel like it will be fine.
I hope so.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
everyone. Mind yourselves. See you
Hugs and
soon.
kisses, guys.
Bye.